So,
Hello, my name is Norris Green. For those who don't know me,
for those who don't know you, yes, and Naris is my husband.
so,
So, you're here in the park today, just chilling, watching the kids playing in the park, and just relaxing on this nice little seat here.
that's
So,
it.
this
So,
is just a little scenery of um, the park here.
so when it is summer and the time is like this, it's very nice just to just sit, chill, and just enjoy the evening. But most of all, it
That's
is
true.
like of a family oriented country. So most time you'll find families hanging out together.
Yeah,
And as you can see, the greenery,
yeah,
yeah,
very beautiful.
represents the sea water. Yeah.
So you don't
So
have a lot of beaches here like Jamaica, but you have loads of parks. So in every community, every area you have a park basically. So instead of person probably going to the beach and stuff, they'll just go hang out, spend hours in the park, exercise, picnic, ministry, outreach, fun, games, whatever it is. Yeah, so that's it basically. So we're here just chilling on this nice little
yeah, look at this
tree carving.
antique bench.
This tree carving.
It's very
Yeah,
antique,
so yeah, it's actually a tree that they actually carved out into a seat.
and it says that
Mm.
marking 100 years since the end of World War I, 1918 to 2018.
Yeah, so we're actually sitting on, yeah.
So we're actually in a country where there was war.
Yes.
Understand?
So,
So
yeah.
so just the thought and the fact about life, because every year, I reflect back on things, because when a person reaches, they celebrate their births, their earthstone, or whatever you call it, by having fun. Some drink, some go to fun places, But I spent that time to reflect back on life.
Hmm.
What have I done? As it works, or how can I adjust?
Mm,
You understand, in
yeah,
going forward, making my life better.
yeah.
Because a lot of people, they they tend to judge you with a lot of things, maybe how you look, what do you say, a lot of things. But the fact of the matter in life is, it is not good to judge someone from appearance, but judge them from the heart.
Yeah,
Because a lot
yeah.
of times you might see somebody and you judge them, but
Of
getting to know the person, it's like,
you judge them from how them look. So it's just like sometimes you'll see basically a person and him look good. Him a wear Gucci and name brand and all of these things. They think, oh, there goes a fine woman. Oh, there goes a fine man or an individual and stuff like that. And then when it get down to the nitty gritty of things, and it's a see me and live with me are two different things, and you get basically to know the person and stuff like that. You realize there's no character, there's no moral, there's no standard, there's nothing that is positive about the individual. But because of how the person looks, sometimes people choose that person over another person, though them look, just like how some person them just look simple, easygoing,
but they carry weight in their life.
but then carry weight,
Yeah.
They might achieve things under the quiet. They not really brag and boast and all of them stuff that they not go spend their
Hmm.
money by the latest phone, iPhone, or the name brand thing. They just wear normal clothes. And you realize that those persons are the most successful people basically in life. Not saying that person who don't carry themselves a particular way don't achieve in life, but most times we judge people based on appearance, and all of them stuff there.
And concerning that as well, because you have to know who you really are. because things will happen in life that test you. And
Mm.
to say, am I real to myself? Am I real to my partner? You get me? I say, because for reasoning sake, at times, I might have one and two incidents where I have been questioned by maybe feminine species. So it is based upon my respond, my answer.
Mm.
They will steer that conversation to a particular direction. Because
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to this female and everything was going good. And she has never mentioned that she have a partner until I mentioned that I am married. So
So you know we probably could have gone this in the sense you have some person like the person all right, they're waiting to see if what you will say basically. So one is not like say all right, you literally go out every single day in your wedding band and stuff like that. So a nice young miss see you, this nice handsome man now and all of these things, and sometimes women tend to judge. Cause before I married you, when time me see one nice, handsome and good body man and stuff, the first place me look upon the finger. So it's like that now when I don't see any ring on the finger, me say, okay, maybe there goes a chance. You know, he may be single and stuff like that. But not everybody wear their wedding band, go everywhere. And some people just
mm,
literally don't wear their wedding band, basically. So in that sense, no, a person I feel that you have people out there that they are so committed, they're in a committed relationship and they still cheat. So
hey,
the opportunity basically that a young miss probably did that wait for say maybe if you did say you're single, you go saying single to no man. Understand?
well, that is exactly the
So
case, you know. So
yeah,
as you touch on that now, you see, a man, a man is designed in a very unique way. And even though I have you, you're my wife, but there is certain attraction about a female. If a female is exposed a certain way, as a man, I am going to look. But the bottom line is
where the look go.
how far I process it.
Yeah, that's a true. I this is the thing that I love, even about us in this sense. I'm not saying that me not go feel away like you just out try to look for a woman, you know, bum and whatever it is, or them curve and all of them stuff there. But the relationship probably that we build in the sense, yeah, you go on the road and to be honest, you say the girl that look funny, you know, she rony,
It
but at least there and then I build a level of comfort with you. Me know what you like. At least me know what you like.
it is good to express yourself, you know. It doesn't don't care what anybody want to say. Want to express yourself, you just release whatever it is, because there are a lot of happenings when I see stuff, and if I don't say anything, it lodge in here.
So
So
you
what
better
I
you
do to
say.
release, I just say
Yeah, better you say it.
release.
Say it out. And tell me. And look back to and say,
So
it tan goodie though. She tan good.
life. All right then.
But it
Like,
go two ways though. So
what do you mean?
just like how I'll go out and I'll see a handsome man and me comment them. Like this other day I was walking on the road and I saw this man and it's a big mature man, but my husband is very sexy. And I said this man and I had to compliment him, stop him and compliment him. I said, you let me say me they tell us a babe. Say
Same
said
look good in
said
slick or something like
yeah.
that.
I said to him that you're looking very slick. Hi. You're looking very slick. So I came home and I was like a bit excited. I was like, the man really tan good enough. I mean, tan good and smell nice. I me come home and I said, babe, you
Yeah, all right then.
remember?
There is a all right then. Even though that is it,
Ooh.
but there's a huge gap. Cause what you
Mm,
see, as African man, we are
mm,
more of a sharp shooter,
mm,
right? Cause if we know that a female is that her intention knows, our female walk up to you as an African man,
mm.
your brain just a put together like how am I put it now?
Me
Just
no
a
know.
calculate. You know exactly what to say and how to say it. If you
Yeah.
know, say, we this African man, yeah. But maybe on the other hand, as their kind now, their level of words, especially to women. I'm not saying that they don't know how to do their thing, but
I think they don't. I It's just like I'll be at work and I'll like compliment like my coworker, or I've been on the street and I see a lady and I said, "You're looking very nice." Whether it be a mature woman, a young woman, or young guy, or whatever it is, but it's like they're not used to certain compliments,
nah,
or
nah, nah,
maybe
nah.
they just live their life, whether they turn good or not, whether them, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, but
I,
we are from a country that if we see somebody and they look good, we say you look good. If we walk against somebody and we smell their cologne, we say, well, that cologne that smell nice, yeah, you know?
we're a people's
We
person.
are a
We
people's person, basically.
we just we just what it now. We just
We just roll.
attack
Yeah.
physically. Yeah,
It's like physically.
physically. You know,
Why? Mm-mm.
because I just if I'm walking wherever my aim is at work, I just move accordingly. You
Mm,
understand? Because I remember one time I just walk up to a young lady and said that, how many times has men approach and tell her that you're beautiful? And she was like, not very often. And I'm like, okay,
So,
because
so
if
did you tell her that she's beautiful?
yes,
Mm.
why not? If she is.
Yeah.
You understand? So,
Okay.
but the thing about it now is when you actually face certain things in life, how do you actually handle it as a married man?
Mm,
You know, because not everybody can resist temptation.
that's true.
You know, because there is a hey, I was talking the other day and I was saying that being married for this time, the way how a person operates in public can tell how the relationship is behind the scene. Because if a person,
Sometimes.
all right, then if a person, you see them in public and you don't see that chemistry, you don't see that, can you imagine behind the scenes maybe one partner is here, one is there, and they hardly exchange words? I am not saying that they live as how they do in the public, but
Mm.
married life, experiencing married life, it is a lot. It's a lot to adjust and to understand.
And day by day, minute by minute, we grow. We learn new things about each other, because the fact say I was single, you were single, we live an independent life. But when we're married, we realize, okay, a little attitude that come out of you we may never see. You understand? When you did single, and you see something I come out of me that you never see when I was single. But that doesn't mean that I'm turning into a monster. You are turning into a monster.
There is
It's
a,
just that we grow,
yeah,
you know, we grow and we learn day by day, and basically we have to adjust.
there is a lot of things that you will not see in the beginning.
No,
Reason being,
mm-mm,
when it has just started, the way how it is so nice, you can get enough of the person. You make time to see the person. I mean, you cook, you wash, you do anything because it is new.
mm.
But when it gets stale, should I say stale, or getting mature,
Mm-mm.
things will actually take root. And how do you deal with situation? How do you deal with circumstances? Because a man will never find a perfect woman, but
Need and
they have
vice
to come
versa.
together, to create that perfect relationship. It might not be perfect, but it is workable.
Well, that's true. It's just like they said that for a marriage to work, or any relationship to work, a part of a person have to be diminished, or cut off, basically. So part of me because I have to compromise. We have to compromise in the relationship, and the fact that I might like pork, because I love pork and he doesn't. He doesn't eat pork. He doesn't eat shrimp. He doesn't eat a lot of stuff, like those stuff. But I love those stuff. So what I have to do sometimes, like if I cook the pork, sometimes I say, all right, when I make it flinging in face, I say, all right, go, you can share some food for me. But he will, he normally does, but sometimes, me just separate me little thing. So in the fridge, me have my pork section and him having chicken and whatever it is. So me no mix my pork with because him not eat it. So me no mix it. So me have to compromise in the sense where, I still eat certain things that he doesn't eat, but I don't do it often.
But does
So
it make sense? Does it make sense? We have this conversation before as when you're married, you say that you become one.
uh-huh.
So if I and you are one and I
Mhm.
don't eat pork,
Mhm.
does that make sense? Because if me and you are one, the pork not part of it, I mean not eat it.
So you eat
So
so pork a part of you. And when what
so yeah,
what you eat that I don't eat is a
so,
part of me.
so it's a
The
part of
two become one.
me through you,
So you eat the
but not
pork.
through me.
You might not eat it with the mouth, but you eat it. I mean,
So
well, the
I
real.
and alright then stick to the part being married and being one. I asked a question the other day that we ask sometimes how do certain things comes about, like same sex, down that line. So I was asking her that since a man and a woman is one, when a man vice versa cheats, that person is having sex with both a male and a female. If it is in an understanding way, for example, I am a man and I go and cheat,
Mm,
the female is having sex with a male and a female because I am one with my wife. That makes sense.
I'm confused.
All right. So and all right then, just make me left that alone then, in the sense. So
Mhm.
all right then, how do would you say? Would you encourage persons to get married?
Of course, I would encourage person to get married, and one of the main reason is it's just that, like, just like in the Bible said, Paul say it's better to marry than to burn. Not only that, but some people desire a companion. Some people are lacking things in their life that basically only a partner can give them, and stuff like that. Getting married can actually complete certain, missing spots or missing areas in a person's life. So I would encourage person to get married because it's a beautiful thing. It's a lovely thing. I mean, it's something that was from the beginning. So I mean, it's something beautiful. But you, as an individual, have to work 100, give 100% to make it beautiful. As my husband say, it's not gonna be perfect all along, but you can work. It's a work in progress to get to a particular level. You know,
Well, I would say to a person
full time job.
if you feel led to be married, go you can marry. But if you just want to get married without nothing behind it, it doesn't make sense. Because
Mm-mm.
marriage
You
is
have to
not
have a
about
reason. You have to have a reason,
a marriage is not just about love.
and it's not only about sex either.
Ah, and definitely it can't be about if it's about sex. Trust me,
Mm.
master, enough bun I gonna give
It's
if
it.
so be the
So
case.
it's not about, okay, because a lot of people like them say me love my wife, me love my wife, but you still then go out and then do things to hurt them partner, but you see you love. They said love is kind based on, if you go biblical way, love is kind, love is patient, love is kind, love is gentle. You understand? So love, not you're not gonna do things to hurt your partner. Say the person don't like a particular thing, but yet still you keep on doing it. Sometimes we are not perfect, we're not perfect, and sometimes we still do things because it's a learning progress as you go along. But I tell people, say, if you don't love the man, or if you're going to get married to the person for money, or if you're gonna get married to the person because the person give it to you nice sexually, it make no sense. Because if that man ever become impotent or and him something cannot stand up, you're going to give on. And if the money crash or the business crash and that person doesn't have any money to supply your daily needs of your Brazilian hair and your nails and all of these things, you go left him and you go cheat. Not everybody will. You have real love, they will stick to you, even on broken pieces when you're done by your face. A person will stick to you through it all. So when you're up there, then they there. When you're done there, them supposed to do
There
that
is
too.
the alright. Any problem in life, there is a solution. So just like they say, if a man can stand up to it, him face it.
Face it. What
No,
is it,
come
yo?
man, come no, come no. No, no, that is alright then. Alright then. You see the thing about it, that is reality life. Now, things like that now, when you engage in a conversation, especially in these parts of the world, and a person come up with those stuffs, are you going to get moody or start acting and say that, oh no, you have to stand up and you can talk about certain reason about it. Because especially here there is so much that you're not going to hear, you're not going to talk, but what can you do?
Mm,
You cannot do nothing about it. You just have to just sit and leave it alone. So the reality of life is some of the things that we talk or feel say maybe a slackness or a foolishness, you have to deal with it some way or the other. You get me, I say.
I hear
I
you,
mean, know you
sir.
understand what I'm saying.
Me understand you, yeah? Me
Yeah.
understand you.
So not because maybe I say that now means
I just oh you say it, me know say it's a reality, because we are from a country where
yeah.
it's a typical thing, a regular thing for people say if X Y Z. Cause you have some people that they say they nah left them partner and stuff like that, and them partner will do that to them because them partner can do the other part, cause they not turn up. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I know that it's a reality, But so you just,
Yeah, me understand, me get you. But on the other
I
hand,
mean,
these are
eh,
questions that a lot of people, especially Christians, would love to ask.
what
And
do you
then
do?
the bed, they always say that the bed is undefiled. So basically, anything that you do in the bedroom and stuff like that, it's not like nobody outside will actually know about it unless you go and say you understand. So so conversation maybe what I call slack or stuff like that. They're not slack. It's just called reasoning. Yeah,
Mm, yeah, reason.
reasoning.
Inside the Bible, so let us come and reason together. So we have to come and reason together all things and not being, we say no, defensive of everything or let everything offend us. It's just like the other day, even myself, sometimes I realize that, we're from a country that somebody says something to you and you just get offended by it. you know, Sometimes you even try to defend the facts, the X, Y, Z, which not necessary, call for. It's just natural conversation and reasoning and reasoning, even if a person, the only thing that can leave after a reasoning is that one, is it that the person don't agree with you? You don't agree with the person. That doesn't mean say you know, behavior supposed to start show our facial expression, our feelings, whatever it is, offended and all of them stuff. That not supposed to happen, but those are some of the end result of reasoning together. Especially like sometimes I'm talking to I have coworkers that I used to work with that are Muslim and stuff like that. And most of them pray 24/7, but if you catch them and one away and stuff like that, master, then chip to bad word. But that's not something that I am used to, because in the sense I don't know a lot about like Muslim and or them worship and stuff. We know like them strict when they come onto the Quran, and them strict if they say them a go up on 40 days prayer, a 40 days prayer them a go up on, and basically them do it. That's all it we do. And remember me tell you they not cheat it. They not cheat the system. So I'm saying like that. We grew up in like okay Christianity and stuff like that, and if they say 2 day fasting, half of the church go, and the rest no go. Some a eat, some a drink, some a sleep. So there's not a level of unity there in regards to that. But I'm just saying this to say that I have conversation with them, and then at the end of the day, I listen to what they're saying. It's not like I agree with everything that they're saying, but one or two little things I said, okay, at least I know that they're Muslim, but one thing, they show love. They are very loving. they're very kind and they're very gentle. And that's one thing I observe with the persons basically that I work with, that are Muslims
And
basically.
when you touch down that whole Muslim and stuff like that, there's a lot of things that I would maybe say pertaining to that line, because when it comes down to the whole perspective of religion, different persons' way of life, I think undisputed. I let my mind dig, into asking questions, think a particular way to hear how a person is going to respond, what is in your thoughts. Because life, the way how we learn life, we just read the Bible. This is what the Bible says. We agree with it, leave it alone, bam, bam, bam. But when you try to understand and interpret it, there is a lot of different ways. It means a particular way which we don't want to believe, but that's what it actually is and actually meant.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. So,
So not because being a couple is like a machine. So sometimes some things, get damaged in the machine. It has to be repaired and then machine keeps running. So we are going on, and there's a lot of things has to be worked on in order to just keep afloat. Right? And don't judge. Just like myself, a lot of person maybe would want to say that I'm changed, judge me, rate me because of my appearance or something like that. But even though my appearance might change, but I don't feel different. I feel like the same me. It's only transition looking different.
I get you. So, I guess these are some of the things that, as married couple, we experience day by day, and we have to be able to converse, we have to have conversation and feel all right about it at the end of the day. So, as I said, well, the sun is going down, as you can see. The sun is going down. Uh, so it's not that, bright. uh, there's another section over there, basically. The sun gone over there.
Can't see
Let's
what's
play
there.
here. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's just a little, yes and no, yes and no.
And to anyone that watched this video to the end, that wishes me what?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
Thank you all. And a lot of persons might think, that I don't remember them, but don't think that. You understand? So life is a journey,
We all
and
have to trod.
we all have to try. And with God in the vessel, we
We will smile
smile
at
at
the
the storm.
storm. So, peace out and God bless you all. So, yes, share this video. If you're watching, share this video. So, basically, um, yeah,
And just overall, just be encouraged, especially those who are married. Yeah, I just say that just keep all the faith, and and God will see you through. And those who are thinking about getting married, it's what
follow your heart. Follow your heart and not what people say. Listen to the voice of God and go with that gut feeling that you feel on the inside. Because at the end of the day, I always said, even before I got married, my mother is not the one going to live with my husband, vice versa. So guess what? I know the man I can live with because I have flaws, he has flaws. We know that who we can contain with. So guess what? You must know and the person must know. So if you have that level of gut feeling and that level of comfort within you, and you pray to God if you're a Christian and you feel confident in it and stuff like that. If you have a friend that tell us enough to do it, I mean, just go with that inner feeling and just ask God that let your will be done through it all. If it's not to be, cut it off, allow something to happen, right? But guess what? Marriage is a good thing. It's a good thing.
of course, one
It's beautiful.
being a one burner can never be better.
You're better.